Hey everyone, welcome to Unscripted Access, episode 101. The wonderful 101.
TGA 101.
There you go. Boom. We're going to educate you on TGA. I'm Bronson. This
And
is
I'm
Anthony.
Yep.
We've mutinied once again. Nick is tied up in the basement. And we got to host a podcast. So, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony. How you been, man?
Ooh. Well, today's just really annoying. Very annoying. My laptop died.
Oh,
actually, I wouldn't say it 100% It does turn on, but it's about the laptop equivalent of a vegetable.
Great.
That's basically what it is. What happened was that last Friday I woke up in the morning and my laptop was in sleep mode from the night before. Open it up, it turns on, but the screen was completely blank, and all it did was just give me a blinking LED. And I went online and it says, "Hey, your processor failed." That's what the one blinking light slowly flashing means. So I bought a processor, except it was Friday afternoon, which means that, they don't work weekends, which means they don't ship it until Monday, but they didn't ship it until Tuesday. I didn't get the part until today, and then I find out that it didn't fix my laptop. So I have to buy a new laptop, which means I can't buy a PlayStation 4.
Oh, yep. Sadness. All the sadness.
Hey, can't buy a PlayStation 4 now, okay? So you can send me all the Drive Club pictures you want, but but I need a working computer, right? I need like a laptop. It's kind of important.
Well, segue here. Gamescom is happening, and Sony had a press conference. Not much from Sony announced. We got some new features in Little Big Planet 3. Ninja Theory showed off their brand new PlayStation exclusive called Hellblade. Sony has sold 10 million PS4s in under a year. They unveiled a new game called Until Dawn. Destiny got another trailer. Sorry. Tearaway is being ported to PS4, so one less reason to own a Vita. God damn it, Sony. Let's see. Drive Club showcases a new trailer and online challenges.
Ooh.
The Order 1886 is going to have Nikola Tesla, showing off the new character for it. Also, more Drive Club shown off with their kudos points. The new Infamous's DLC/expansion pack got a trailer. And Bloodborne, they showed off gameplay of it finally. And a new PS4 exclusive called Wild, which is you basically survive, and the world is the size of Europe. It has dynamic weather and seasons. It's, that style of game.
The size of Europe.
Yeah.
Well, there's a problem. Okay, I know games, especially like something like Skyrim and Oblivion, they love to talk about land size. Because in the case of Oblivion, I remember it was, I believe, 16 square miles of walking space. But there's kind of comes a point where it's like, hey guys, we got more land space than anybody else. My next question is, okay, did you make that land space interesting? When talking about something like World of Warcraft, yes, eventually there's going to be enough stuff on that land to make all those square miles worth something. But even then, I wouldn't say Azeroth has as much land area as Europe. If it's a condensed Europe, yeah, that absolutely makes sense. But if you're saying, oh, it's actually Europe, I'm like, so does that mean there's like some stupid fast travel system that makes it smaller, and so I didn't have to walk for 50 hours?
It's a game all about randomly generated shit and survival. So who knows?
It's not even like. If it is literally the size of Europe, that's not exactly what I would call practical to make, because Europe is huge. Granted, it's not like the biggest continent on the planet, but it's still really big. And you're talking about a lot of countries on that one continent. So,
all right, well,
yeah.
While Sony had a relatively tame Gamescom showing, Microsoft brought it straight up.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so first things first, Tomb Raider will be a timed exclusive for the Xbox One next holiday season.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
why does everything have to run on time exclusive these days?
Because
it's like, we get it first. Yeah, we're better because we got it first. We're better. How? Well, we offered more money.
I mean, yeah, like, if you want to play it first, like, that's fine. Like,
it's like that DLC thing, and I just don't really get it. It's just like, Dragon Age 3, DLC comes first to Xbox One. I just think in the back of my head, okay, you have to be like the world's most desperate Dragon Age fan to go out and buy an Xbox One just so you can get your Dragon Age a little sooner. Or you already have an Xbox One, just like you're just going to buy the Xbox One version just so you can get your DLC just a little bit sooner.
I mean, yeah, like, for me, like, if I only owned one platform, and they're like, well, you're getting Tomb Raider 3 to 6 months later, I'm going to be like, I don't care. That's fine. Whatever.
I mean, I'm guessing they're just pitching that to people who own both systems. Just like, oh, well, I have both systems. Might as well get the version that comes out first.
Or they're like...
Which makes your sales look better, I guess.
Or Tomb Raider is a very popular franchise and a very popular game. And let's say you're just fucking excited for Tomb Raider. Like, Nick's a huge Tomb Raider fan because of his last Tomb Raider. So like, when you're just trying to figure out what console to buy, you're like, well, fuck. Now I'm going to get the Xbox so I can get Tomb Raider sooner. Because, like, right now there is very little reason to pick one console over the other. Like, I mean, it's, you know, the exclusives... First off, the third-party exclusive is dead. There's no such thing as a third-party exclusive. Sunset Overdrive being a third-party exclusive is weird as hell. Like, that is the weirdest shit. But, like, no one else is doing that. And I look at it, I'm like, okay, that means your in-house studio's got to make exclusives. And I'm sorry to say this, but Sony's in-house studios are miles ahead of Microsoft's. Like, Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch.
Hey, it's like, Microsoft's in-house studios, what are you doing today? Oh, we're doing another Fable. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah, we got Halo 5 coming. Anything else?
I mean, they have... Who are the Microsoft studios? They have Rare. They have Rare. They have 343 Studios, Turn 10, Lionhead, and like, that's it. You know, like, and I mean, here's the thing, like, if you are strapped on cash, or mostly what you want to play is third parties, you only need to buy one of these boxes, right? And Sony has a cheaper online network. It's not much cheaper, but it's cheaper. Sony has the better exclusives. You know, it has better press behind it right now. And so I guess, like, I miss the days of where people would go out and buy exclusives, right? Like, actual full-on exclusives. Like Microsoft said, Gears of War, we are going to pay to get Gears of War. It's the only on our system. Or Sony's like, Metal Gear is only on us. Like,
for a while, yeah.
Metal Gear 4 was only
Metal Gear
on
4
PS3.
still is, yeah. Metal Gear 4 still is, because to put it on Xbox 360 would require like probably 10 DVDs.
Yeah. I like how they make fun of that. That was great.
I mean, when you're talking about uncompressed audio, yeah.
I'm
amazed that game ran as well as it did. Even by today's standards.
That game still looks alright.
It still looks pretty good.
I mean, they're just... So, in this day and age, they need a way to differentiate themselves. Like, because, I mean, both these boxes do all the media shit you could ever want. Both of them play Blu-rays, both of them play DVDs, both of them
but
fucking
the PS4 doesn't play CDs.
Shut up.
Just kidding.
It does play music off flash drives now, though.
Well, didn't the PS3... Wait, it didn't do that to start?
No.
Man,
Okay. Anyway, yeah, we can talk. We've had that discussion. So, but going back to what I was saying, the so this is a way to differentiate themselves beyond just regular exclusives. And I mean, like, if you own all the systems, yeah, you're like, I'm probably gonna get Tomb Raider on Xbox now. You know, like, yeah, because it's there first, and I want to play it. But that said, I don't think anyone's going to go, I'm going to choose Xbox over PlayStation or PlayStation over Xbox because I'm getting this game 3 months sooner.
I do believe some people actually do argue that.
I mean, but like the DLC thing, like no one cares. No one cares. You go to those press conferences and they're like, first on Xbox One or first on PS4. It's like, no one cares. Nobody cares. And it's just like, there's so many better ways you could sell these systems. Like, stop wasting money by giving it to Square Enix so you have that game locked up for 3 to 6 months. Spend that, like, millions of dollars developing a new IP that could turn out to be a great game and a new franchise.
Or you can give those same millions of dollars to your operating system team and actually make a decent interface.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a good start. But if you, like, insist on needing a fucking IP, then, like, make in-house, man. But, also, if this gamescom proved anything, it's that the Vita it's dead. It just stick a fork in it, call it a PS4 accessory. I
remember at E3, when we went to E3 and sat at that conference, they were talking about PS4 power. They talked about all this stuff, and then they're like, we have maintained our commitment with Vita. In fact, the Vita is extremely popular. Look at all these games. And I'm just like, what?
I looked at all those games. I'm like, okay, Tales, that's coming out. That's gonna be awesome. All right, a portable version of the Telltale, Walking Dead, and Wolf Among Us. That's cool. Borderlands, that has potential to be cool. But then I'm like, Borderlands was already out and it was terrible. And then I'm like, okay, Final Fantasy X, that came out months ago. That came out months ago. That game came out 2 years ago. That's a great game, but this was a shitty port. Sucks. Awesome, but all indies. Like, I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it. Vita is amazing hardware. It feels great to hold. It looks great. I was playing Disgaea today. I was having a great time. But it has gotten to the point where the only things on it are indie games and Japanese games because it sold well in Japan. And indie games, they can just port them over. And they actually do really well because Vita owners are starved for fucking games. So...
Yeah.
But
still, it's like they talk about their commitment to Vita, and I'm just like, you guys always keep talking about your commitment to Vita, but right now I'm feeling like you're just saying that because that's just what every company says about their products. Yeah, obviously you would say you're committed to your products.
I mean, like, let's look what's coming out for Vita for this year. That's on the most anticipated list at GameStop. Tales of Heart R. Okay, that's gonna be a rad game. Hatsune Miku Project Diva 2. All right, I can get down on that. Minecraft, the Vita version. Fuck yes. That might actually sell some Vitas, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
But then Hyperdimensions Neptunia Rebirth.
Oh.
I mean...
Well, Minecraft is going to be recognizable, but the problem with that is that when you pitch that to the average consumer, they're like, but I already have it on my PC, and my Xbox, and my PlayStation.
The argument for this is like, now you can take it with you. And, that's very compelling because the phone version of that game is really shitty. I mean, like, let's see... I'm checking the release date on Vita. Some of these Vita games coming up soon. Okay, Danganronpa 2. That's pretty legit. That's gonna be a good game, but niche audience. Natural Doctrine. We saw that at E3. It looked good, but once again, niche audience. Arcana Heart 3. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Okay, Walking Dead Season 2 and Wolf Among Us. Those are two fucking amazing games.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm almost done. And Minecraft, and it's like, Jesus, like, I mean, I'm going to be playing my Vita a lot next week, because there's this game coming out called, or this game that's already out. I played the PC version called Rogue Legacy, and it's awesome. It's perfect for the Vita, but it's still an indie game. By the way, this Arcana Heart 3 Love Max is a fighting game. Looks gorgeous too, but
okay.
I mean, I would just like to see Sony show, like, I mean, that Borderlands bundle caused Vitas to sell out for a couple weeks there.
A couple weeks.
Like, hey man, you need a win.
Actually, that's kind of, well, no, honestly, I think I'm a little surprised it actually sold out for a couple weeks. And not just 5 days.
Yeah, like, it actually sold out for a couple weeks there. I mean, it was popular. It's such a shame that was a really poor port of Borderlands. And, now people are they're gonna dig through the back catalog and hopefully they find the good games on the Vita, like Luminous and Uncharted and Persona, and not Call of Duty. I mean, I want to see that system do well, because it's an awesome system. Like, you play a game like Killzone Mercenaries, and you're like, this is the best handheld. Like, this is a great game by most standards, and for a handheld, this looks amazing, it plays amazing, but barely anyone's played it because it's on the Vita. And it feels very much similar to the Neo Geo, where it's just. It's a great system, but there are several reasons that just became hamstrung.
Right.
Oh well.
So when you said that the Vita is effective, you mean like they said nothing about it, right? At Gamescom.
They unveiled a bunch of indie games and said stuff's coming. Oh.
Okay. Here's the thing that I kind of noticed that slightly irks me a bit. Indie games are small, cheap, light. They're small, they're cheap, they're light, right?
Yeah.
The Vita is relatively small, probably light enough, but not exactly what you call cheap.
No, first off, they need to slash price on the Vita, because they can. They make like $70
They also need to kill the prices
Vita.
on the memory too, and like put way more memory, especially considering that it's a portable system where digital download is probably a big deal.
Well, yeah, they push digital on that thing all the time. Like, so I think they need to cut the cost. All right, folks, we do this over the internet, so we had a little bit of a hiccup. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I mean, if Sony were able to say, hey, this thing is $200, comes with a 16 gig memory card, and Borderlands or Minecraft or Uncharted, one of the bigger games, or Killzone, one of the bigger games, something that really shows off the system. And because I play my Vita quite a bit, but and indie games are so built for that system. Like, I sit and I play a game like Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy is a game that you can play for 5 minutes or you can play it for 2 hours. And, like, you sit and you play it for a good, I play it on my PC for a good, 10 minutes, and then I go drop off to Facebook or go do some work. I think, man, that'd be perfect for at work. Get a couple of levels of Rogue Legacy in during my lunch, turn it off, flip it in my bag, and I'll be good to go. And same thing with Guacamelee, a bunch of other games. And then there's some games I'm wondering, why isn't there a port of this? But that aside, I don't know. Vita has a lot of issues. We should talk about Microsoft's Gamescom.
Yeah, we went on a bit of a tangent there.
So Microsoft, they went big. They went really big. First thing they went with is Sunset Overdrive is getting a special bundle along with Call of Duty and Madden. So
3 bundles.
3 different bundles.
Okay, that's a lot of bundles.
The first one, they're all connectless, so there are no Connect bundles here.
Connectless.
The first one comes out in a couple weeks. It's Madden NFL 15, and it's a black 360 with Madden NFL 15. So, yeah. The next one is a Call of Duty bundle, which you can guess where this is going, I'm sure. Which we have a news story about Call of Duty also. Play it one day early because we're dumb. No, sorry. But what it is it's this bundle does have a Connect. Either that or they're pricing it higher for no reason. But anyway, it is a black. Oh wait, no, not black. Sorry, it's a special Call of Duty edition, Xbox One. You know, with kind of like the colors of the new Call of Duty, with a special limited edition controller, and it comes with Call of Duty, and it's $500. And it comes with the 0-day edition, which means you get the game 24 hours early before anyone else does. Yeah, I don't know. This sounds retarded to me, but
my hand
whatever.
is just like, what?
Not only that, but okay, I know why it's more expensive. It's 1 terabyte instead of 500 gigs, and it comes with Call of Duty Day One edition. So I don't know. I don't think the extra $100 is worth it, but that's just me.
Well, you think about it, it's actually okay. It comes with the game and the 1 terabyte hard drive, right?
Yep.
To me, that's actually not a bad deal. Even when you think about it, because the 1 terabyte laptop hard drive costs about $100.
Okay.
And if you want the Call of Duty game, that's kind of like getting the game for free. So
Yeah,
if you think about it, if you want a 1 terabyte Xbox and you are a fan of Call of Duty, this thing is actually a pretty decent deal, and you kind of get to play it a little earlier than everyone else.
And also, I mean, I got my Xbox One came with Titanfall, but it also came with a Kinect. So, moving forward, the final bundle is a white Xbox One. Yep. And for some reason they flipped the system around, so all the disk drives and shit are on the right side and the power button's on the left, and the vents. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. It's a white Xbox One. It's $400, and it comes with probably Microsoft's most hyped exclusive for the holiday season, Sunset Overdrive.
I think I can understand why they basically kind of flipped it around.
Yeah.
It's Sunset Overdrive.
Yep. So, I don't know. Sunset Overdrive is looking like a pretty popular game, so that's a good fit. I mean, $400 for you get the Xbox One and the big game for their holiday season. That's not a bad deal.
I don't think it's flipped. It looks pretty normal to me. I think the picture may have came out wrong.
Oh, okay.
Because the GameStop picture is showing me a pretty normal Xbox One that's just colored white.
Okay, well, IGN is stupid then. So that, I don't know, like, that's cool. I showed it to Aaron, and his response was fuck. Because he really, really is excited about Sunset Overdrive. And really likes white electronics. So, like, you know how the early tag for the Vita was kind of marketed towards me?
Yeah.
It seems like the early tag for this thing is marketed towards Aaron. I don't know, Anthony. Does any of these bundles entice you? They tickle your fancy?
Sunset Overdrive, not really. Call of Duty, probably only because it already has the 1 terabyte hard drive in it. And it has a game that's worth only like maybe $5 to me. What's the third bundle again? FIFA, right?
Yeah, the last one's Madden. So.
Oh, Madden. And the Madden's basically just a standard Xbox One with Madden in it, right?
Yeah.
That costs $400.
Yeah.
Well, if I were to buy an Xbox One, I'd probably go with the Madden one. I don't care about Sunset Overdrive and the Call of Duty one. Yeah, I get a 1 terabyte hard drive, but I get this ridiculous limited edition Call of Duty Bro system just sitting on my desk, and I'm like, ugh, no.
How will you sleep at night?
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I'd just be like, I mean, I mean, like, I have the Zelda Wii U, but even then, that's just a limited edition Zelda gamepad paired with a
it's
black
Zelda.
Wii U.
And here's the thing, it's Zelda too. That's a big like if they released a gold Wii U that was Zelda, I'd be like, fuck yes.
If it was a red Mario edition, yeah.
Hell
but
yeah.
even then, in that case, Nintendo usually just keeps it like just a color.
Well, no, like here with me, it's like I just wouldn't want a Call of Duty Xbox. Like if my Xbox was a Titanfall Xbox, that would have been cool. Or if they made a Killer Instinct Xbox, I would have changed my pre-order from a PS4 to an Xbox One. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Like if they said Killer Instinct to Xbox One, I've been like, oh, I'd like to cancel my PS4 pre-order and pre-order an Xbox One. Thank you. But no, that's not what happened at the time. I bought PS4 at launch, Xbox One with my tax return. Incredibly happy with both systems. They're both great. You can't go wrong with either, in my opinion. You know, same thing with Wii U. I don't think you can go wrong with the Wii U either. I personally think that my Wii U is what I call my side system. Like, you know, when a big PlayStation or Xbox game is out, my Wii U is there for me. It's like, yo, we got Wonderful 101. We know what's up.
I've been playing my Wii U quite a lot more recently.
I should probably finish Wind Waker HD, but I'm not. And then like I have a copy of the Wonderful One. Like I unlocked all the races in Mario Kart and tracks, so I don't really care enough to go unlock all the karts. Wonderful 101, I'm just not in the mood for. Neither is Zelda. But I'm playing 2D Mario, and so I talked to some of our fans about this, like, oh, you love Mario. Why don't you stream 2D Mario or 3D Mario? 3D Mario would be fine. 2D Mario would be, first off, be just a 2-hour extra life stream of me swearing. Because I'm terrible at those games, but I love them, and I'm very persistent. So, like, I mean, I was playing it with Mark, and he's like, Jesus, you're swearing, like, every 2 seconds, and dying a lot. Because he could hear the gamepad. And I'm like, shut up, Mark. So, here's the thing. If I'm kind of like weighing a PS4 against an Xbox One, and I like them both equally, but I can get a game with the Xbox One, hey, that might sway me. Like like Madden's on both. Sunset Overdrive's exclusive. I'm surprised they didn't do a Halo Collection one, to be honest. Like every Xbox, every single Xbox has gotten a Halo edition. In fact, the 360 got 3 Halo editions. One for Halo 3, one for Halo Reach, and one for Halo 4. The best looking one is the Halo Reach one. It's silver and makes Halo Reach sounds. The Halo 4 one looks very garish to me.
You remember back in the day when they had that Star Wars Kinect version and you had an Xbox 360 that made R2-D2 noises?
That was so stupid, but it was amazing too.
It's just like one of those stupid things that's just cool.
Brittany had one of those. I remember she showed it to me over Skype. I remember when they showed the Halo Reach Xbox 360, and like when you power it on, it sounds like shields are recharging. And when you open the disc tray, I forgot what sound it makes, but it makes another Halo noise. Yeah, no, I nearly bought one. Yeah, I have the regular version of every single system I've ever owned, except for my Wii U. It's the only special edition one I have, and the only reason that I got that special edition is because I nearly bought a Wii U at launch, and then there were several. Anthony knows that he had to try very hard to stop me from buying one. When I was like, but Mario, Anthony, you're like, don't do it, man, don't do it. You're very broke. And then they're like Zelda bundle, and I'm like, I want it. And then I was like, AT&T paycheck. Well, this is not a problem anymore. I remember when I liked my schedule at my current job more, and then my supervisors and whatnot more. But man, I miss those AT&T paychecks sometimes, because it was like I would get my check, pay all my bills, and I'd have a bunch of money left over, and I was like, I can just go buy video games. I don't have to think about it. I just can. Versus now, where if I want to buy a game, I kind of have to sit and go, is this worth it? Anthony, I know you have that conversation with yourself all the time when buying a game, just like, do I really want this? Yeah.
Well, I know it's a good idea for me to spoil myself every now and then, but yeah, it's just a really case of like, am I gonna? But it happens all the time with games. Like I remember I bought Mega 10-4 for my 3DS, and I'm just like, I'm not clicking on the game. It's just kind of like I just don't want to buy this and end up regretting it later.
Well,
I know I won't regret a PlayStation 4 because I'm obviously gonna get one. I know I want one. It's just a question of when I want it.
I get what you're saying. In my case, like I knew I wanted the Wii U, but like the thing, they used my favorite Zelda against me. They're like, "Yo, Pirate Zelda, you remember this, right? You liked this, you know." And then it didn't help that I played Bayonetta over the summer, and Bayonetta might be one of my favorite Xbox 360 games. It's probably in the top 5. Like, when we do a top 10 Xbox 360 games of the generation, I'm going to make sure Bayonetta makes it. Okay, like, that will be my crusade through that. And the fact that Nintendo's like, Bayonetta 2 only on us, I'm like, okay, fine. Shut up and take my money. My favorite picture of when they announced that, it showed Bayonetta standing next to Mario, and it says, "You mad?" It has the Wii U, you. So you mad? I'm just like, this is the best. I see. That's an example of an exclusive being smart, using your money right. So, I mean, granted, Nintendo probably didn't pay much for that.
If you think about long-term purchasing decisions, the Wii U probably made less sense than if I bought a PS4.
Oh, absolutely.
If you think about it, in the long term, the Wii U made less sense because it's like I effectively paid $300 plus shipping and tax just to get a system that I currently only have like maybe 3 or 4 games I ever play. Actually, only 2 games that I play on it regularly.
Are we including Virtual Console games?
No, I don't have any Virtual Console games.
Well, I'm talking about me personally. Am I including those or no?
Probably not.
Okay, then I own 3 games for the Wii U. I own Wind Waker. Oh, no, 4. I own Wind Waker, New Mario U, Mario Kart 8, and Wonderful 101. And by the end of the year, I'm going to own Bayonetta, Mario 3D World, and Donkey Kong. So I will, so for owning that system for a year and 2 months, I will have 7 games. Oh.
Actually, but you know what? It was
But on the flip side of that, I've had my PS4 for about 6 months, and I have owned 6 games and kept 4. So, that's one thing I can say about Nintendo systems. I never sell the games. Like they make games that you want to keep. Yeah. Iwata was right. I remember when we had that big used games conversation, and like Nintendo's like, "Hey, you want to know the best way to stop used games? Make really fucking good video games, so they don't want to sell them."
Yeah, it's like how to get people to buy new games. Make a good game. Yeah. Get people to buy it in the first place.
I sold Assassin's Creed 4, no problem. I beat it. I was like, the side stuff isn't that interesting. The pirate stuff is cool, but not enough for me to keep this. Gone. Madden, I got rid of for the new version. And all the rest of my PS4 games I've kept. Though I would not own The Last of Us if they did not do that sale thing. So, and then, Metal Gear I got because I essentially got Metal Gear for free. Because I traded in my cell phone. I got $200. And I was like, well, I'll put $100. I'll buy Infamous and Metal Gear, and then the rest of this goes towards my Xbox One. So I don't know. By the end of the year, my PS4 collection, I'm gonna add. It's definitely gonna be at. Well, Evolve got pushed next year. What am I buying for PS4 this year? Little Big Planet, Destiny. So I'll bring it up to 6. Maybe Drive Club. So that'll be 7. And Madden. Oh no, wait. Actually, no. I'm getting Madden on Xbox. Anthony, I realized I'm gonna be using my Xbox so much more this holiday season.
Really? Well, there's Destiny on the PlayStation 4.
That'll be the big PS4 game. But I'm like, Madden I'm gonna get on Xbox, right? And you're all asking why. It's because that's the one that EA felt the need to give me for review. Like whatever. I'm not gonna question it. They're the same game, just different controller. So got so like I'm getting the Halo collection on that. I'm gonna be getting Sunset Overdrive on that. So like that'll be about even actually, but still, like I don't know, man. The funny thing is the three games I'm excited most for this holiday season. One's a 3DS game, one's a Wii U game, one's a PS3 game.
Games I'm most excited for this holiday season. Well, I'm interested in Hyrule Warriors. Some part of me is screaming, "This game is going to be only average." But somehow I'm gonna be okay spending $60 on it because it says Zelda on the box, which I know is just bad purchasing decision.
If you've never played that kind of game before, it's really cool.
I have never played Dynasty Warriors ever before.
Okay, then you'll
here's the thing: when I played the demo, it was like one of those. You kill lots of thousands and billions of enemies all at once with a gazillion bombs and weapons. You're a one-man army, and it's really cool. But I know that kind of gameplay it gets dry really fast. Is basically my concern. Because in Dragon Age 2, I remember that they made the combat a lot faster, a lot more, action and all that kind of related stuff. And it was kind of cool until you found that you're kind of mashing A most of the time just to do a basic auto attack, and you're just like, oh, just can you move on now, please? And I kind of feel like I feel like Hyrule Warriors is going to be the same thing. But I did play a demo at E3, and it was kind of cool. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a game for my Wii U. Then there's Bayonetta 2. Kind of didn't hear of it.
So excited for that game.
Here's the thing, though, is that Bayonetta 2 for me is like, oh, it looked kind of interesting, and I was just like kind of passive about it. And then the thing that sealed it for me was like, hey, look, we're gonna put Bayonetta 1 in here too,
and I'm just like, it. It's a prettier version of Bayonetta 1,
and comes with some tweaks in it too. Nintendo costumes and such, and I'm just like, yep, I'm buying that because it's such good value. It's like you're getting 2 games, and I haven't played Bayonetta 1.
And Bayonetta is fucking long too. Bayonetta was like a 16-hour game. It's, by the way, Anthony, I'm just gonna be honest, you're gonna want to play that game on easy. It's hard. It's very hard.
Oh, I can imagine. Yep.
No, I remember like I go up to the I was we're at E3 day 1, and we get over to Nintendo's booth. We play some Smash. And then I see Bayonetta 2, and I'm like, guys, can we play Bayonetta 2? I said, please, let's play Bayonetta 2. They're like, go ahead, dude. You're right on. We'll come with you. And like, I wait for this dude to get done. I got the controller, and the girl around the booth is like, oh, do you know how to play? I'm like, yeah, I know. And I played the first one. Is it like the 360 layout? She's like, pretty much. And I screw around the tutorial mode, start the first level. I don't get hit until the boss fight. Halfway through the demo, she's like, "Oh wow, you have played this before." I'm like, "Yeah." No, at E3, I gotta say, man, when I'm at E3, I am a competitive machine because like I got second in that Smash tournament they had for those T-shirts. I won my Drive Club race. Sorry, what was it? I nearly beat Bremen in Street Fighter. He got me that, but I won a bunch of Persona Arena matches. Like, I was on fire. So, back to the news, though, for Gamescom for Microsoft. So, the big one, Tomb Raider, is Xbox exclusive for the 2015.
For 2015.
Yeah, because it comes out holiday 2015. So...
the next Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Oh boy, what are they gonna come up with next? It's like we're gonna time our DLC and we're gonna time our exclusives. It's like, I mean, Oblivion kind of did it, but that wasn't because someone paid them. It was because they actually needed some time to tweak it to make it work on a PS3.
Exactly.
Yeah, but now in this case, it's like, yeah, we're gonna get our exclusives just a little earlier. Because if you want things first, you only need to come to Xbox One. I don't know.
Okay, so So exciting Halo 5 news. At least if you're a big Halo fan like me, and if you're like John and you were displeased with Halo 4. Didn't think it was a bad game, just not as good as the others. So they are dialing back the experience and making it focus on 4-on-4. So the Halo 5 Guardian beta won't be a normal Halo experience. It'll be mainly focused on 4 versus 4 fights in smaller arenas, and there are no more loadouts. Everyone starts with the same weapon. Same weapon, same abilities, same everything. You have to go on the map and fight for your shit. Which was one of my biggest complaints with Halo 4. More news, they're bringing back midship for Halo 4, which that was one of the most popular maps from Halo 2. Anthony, any thoughts on this?
So in this case, what they're doing to Halo is this is Halo, right?
This is Halo 5, and instead of making it play like Halo 4 or even Halo Reach, they're going back to the roots of Halo 1, 2, and 3. No loadouts, everyone starts the same, and it's all about map control.
Well, the thing is that the only Halo I've ever extensively played was Reach.
Yeah.
So I can't really comment. Like in Halo 1, well, I only played.
Okay, do you remember the Halo Reach anniversary modes?
Yes.
That's what it'll probably be like.
Well, I do know that Halo 1, when we were doing it, all you had was just your your assault rifle and your pistol. That was it.
Yep.
For some reason, I just found that incredibly engaging, just because it was just so simple yet so. Yeah, it was so simple, yet somehow I was just clicking it really well. And I'm just like, oh, this is why everyone needed to drag their original Xboxes all the way to each other's houses for LAN parties.
We're doing that in a week, also, by the way, which I'm so upset for.
Yeah.
All right, more news that I forgot. The Evolve beta is on Xbox One. It's an open beta, and it kicks off in January.
Whoa.
Yes. Evolve.
Yeah, Evolve. That's a pretty interesting concept. That's one person is the giant monster.
Yep.
And the other players try to take down that monster.
Yep.
That could have sounded like a really cool Wii U idea. Person on the gamepad is the monster, and the other 4 people on the controls are.
They have that. It's called Mario U.
I know, but I'm talking about
because you become a monster when you have that gamepad.
I'm talking about looking like an actual monster, but yeah, I think you can be a monster and just screw everyone over. Just be like, yeah, I'm gonna help you jump this platform. Whoop, sorry. And then it's not just you taking down the monster in the game; it's just you taking down the monster in real life, who just happens to be sitting next to you on the couch.
So, moving forward, we did miss one bundle. This one's for Europe only. It's white and comes with FIFA 15.
Well, soccer's a big deal around the world, so yeah. Meanwhile, while we are sitting here in the United States of America, football preseason.
Oh God, seeing the Broncos play was like crack. I mean, it was so good. So like, I know it wasn't the starters, and I know all this other shit, but it was good to see football again. Good to see football again. But moving forward, pleasant surprises. Halo 2 Sanctuary is one of the maps getting a full reboot in the Master Chief Collection. Plus, they have added another thing to the Master Chief Collection.
Another thing?
Yes. It is called the Halo Channel. It is a hub for watching videos, highlights, Halo Nightfall, pro streams, behind-the-scenes video, and gameplay previews from the Halo universe. You can earn rewards and points and complete challenges for using the app, which will be a larger-scale expansion of Halo Waypoint onto Xbox One with Halo 5.
Watch an episode of Forward Unto Dawn. Achievement unlocked. 10G. Finished first episode of Forward Unto Dawn.
Additionally, Halo Nightfall, that Halo live-action series, the prequel to Halo 5 Guardian, which stars Agent Locke, is coming bundled with the Halo Master Chief Collection. All right, moving forward. Below, Smite, and Superhot will all debut on Xbox One first. They're all indie games. And Frontier announced Scream Ride, a new IP in which roller coaster filled cities see citizens smash through skyscrapers. Microsoft showed an Assassin's Creed Unity trailer. Finally, the first fucking gameplay of Quantum Break, the new game by Alan Wake guys. Not just video, not just random shit, actual gameplay video. And it looks gorgeous, and it also looks like actually a pretty solid game, which isn't surprising because it was made by the folks who made the good Max Paynes and Alan Wake. Okay. Though it is a third-person shooter with time control. Fable Legends, they showed some of it. No one cares because it's Fable.
Honestly, though, I remember when we saw that in the Xbox press conference. They tried to make it like kind of like a children's fantasy, but it kind of feels so cliched. Yeah. I don't know. They tried to make it like epic fantasy for children. It just didn't click with my head one bit.
So more Sunset Overdrive was shown. New characters, seems very humorous, looks gorgeous. They're basically taking the Saints Row approach to game design. And my philosophy with that is fucking awesome. I like it when video games acknowledge their video games and it's like, you know what, let's be fucking stupid. They showed a Superhot trailer, a Smite trailer, and had a montage for a bunch of indie games. They're all the stuff you'd expect: Fruit Ninja 2, Rogue Gunscape, Night Squad, Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time. Just all the big indie hits that are coming out. They did a graphics comparison between the Halo Collection and the original Halo 2. And they also showed off some more of Halo's playlist feature. If you're not aware of what this is, it's like they will have playlists for Halo. Because it's all the Halos on one disc. Or the main series, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's like, okay, I want to play all the levels that are based around the Warthog. And you just play them all in a row. So it'll be like all the levels from Halo 1 that are based around a Warthog, 2, 3, and 4. So they showed off some of that, along with a graphics comparison. And I gotta say, the graphics comparison, it is unbelievable how good they made Halo 2 look. It kind of blew my mind a little bit. Yeah, so not only that, but it's also going to have the feature where you can switch graphics automatically. So yeah. Anyway, the last thing is they showed some below, and that was Microsoft's Gamescom. I mean, to me, that's pretty impressive. So, I don't know about you, but... Anthony, hello?
Yeah, I know, I'm here.
Well, do you have anything to say?
That Master Chief Collection, that's a lot of stuff.
Does that not just give you the biggest nerd boner of all time?
I'm not a Halo fan, but already it's like, is this something I could actually buy an Xbox One for? Because that was like one of the big reasons. Probably because I was a little too excited and maybe a little brainwashed out of the Microsoft press conference. I walked out of that press conference thinking, wow, I really might think about buying an Xbox One, even if it's the Connectless version. That's what I was thinking. In the Halo Chief Master Collection, that was one of the big reasons, because it's like you are getting so many games. Yeah, granted, quite a lot of them are old, but still, it's like this big treasure box that you're essentially buying that has all this stuff in it.
And it's the price of one game.
Yeah, it made me really think. It's just like, man, you get to play all the old Halos. It's the price of one game. You get so much stuff crammed into it. It's a treasure box on a disc.
I mean, let's look at your Halo 1 anniversary with Halo 1 multiplayer. You're getting Halo 2 Anniversary with a bunch of extra remastered shit in Halo 2. Halo 3 upscaled to 1080p and at 60 frames. Halo 4 upscaled to 1080p and at 60 frames. That new Halo TV show, Halo Nightfall. Access to the Halo 5 beta. Access to the Halo channel. And you're getting bonuses from unlocking stuff in the beta to actual Halo 5.
Wow.
I mean, that's compelling, right? Like, that's, like, especially if like, I'm considering doing a straight shot of all 4 of those games, right? Where I play 1, 2, 3, and 4. But, I don't know. We'll see. Microsoft had a little bit more news, though. But wait, there's more!
Wait, there's more. Call now, and we're gonna throw in more Halo content. Free.
We call now, and we'll throw in Halo 3 ODST remastered. I don't get why so many people are butthurt about, like, so many people dislike ODST, and I don't get why. Like, it's one of my favorites. Like, I understand them charging $60 for it was super gay, because so for those of you who don't know what ODST was, it was a very specific Halo 3 campaign where you played a Marine, an ODST instead of a Spartan, and it was kind of open world for parts, kind of regular Halo levels for others, and it was, okay, so that's the campaign, that's neat. And then they added Firefight, which is that co-op survival mode, kind of like Horde and Gears of War. And then the multiplayer was just Halo 3, but it had all the maps. And they charged full price for it. That's why people got butthurt. In my opinion, it's probably one of the better Halos, but people are stupid. Anyway, they discussed the future of Rare. Phil Spencer, the new head of Xbox, had an interview with CVG, that the UK studio Rare is working on a new project while considering what wants to do heading forward. I think it's about Rare thinking about the next game that's going to be the next Rare game and really stand for what they are. I know they've got some great ideas, he said, so they've got some new ideas they're excited about, and I think Rare can, and will be an important part of our future. Right now, we're at a point where I don't want the Rare brand to mean Kinect Sports. The Rare brand is valuable to us and to gamers, noting that the company's strength was once their ability to be successful tackling a wide range of genres. I don't see them as a certain genre studio. Their strength always has been their diversity. And that was... so Rare is working on a new title that is not Kinect Sports.
Okay.
Or a Kinect game. So, And I like Phil Spencer's comment of, like, they're not just the Kinect studio, so stop it.
Yeah, I kind of don't care about Rare. I'm sorry. Like, at this point, look, the Rare that we knew was 15 years ago.
Hey, Anthony, we're only 6 years removed from Viva Pinata. They still got a shot at being good.
Bronson, like 6 years removed. Bronson, you gotta stop dwelling. You gotta let it go.
Hey, man, Viva Pinata 3 can still happen. I believe.
Bronson, this is... You gotta let it go. They've moved on. They've changed. Okay? They've changed. If Rare was a person, this would have been a brutal moment in life.
They worked on Killer Instinct. It's still good. It was still good. Banjo was still good. They still have talent. Actually, that new Kinect Sports was a solid game too. So I don't know. I wasn't, I liked those games, but I'm apparently in a minority. So Metal Gear Ground Zeroes is heading to PC. So is Phantom Pain, just later than the console versions.
You know what all the PC people are saying to make up for that?
What?
Thanks, console peasants, for beta testing our game. That's what they said. That's one of the jokes I read when Grand Theft Auto 5 was announced.
When talking to Theo, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you, peasants, for beta testing our game. I'm just like, what?
Moving forward, some Nintendo news did happen. Not
some.
much.
Okay. All right.
So, Super Smash Brothers gets a 3DS XL bundle. It is a red 3DS with a bunch of Super Smash Brothers characters on the front of it, on the top, with the Smash Bros logo. It's so far it's in Europe. They haven't announced it in America. It's a red 3DS with the logo in black and white. And it comes with Smash Bros 3DS pre-installed on the hard drive or the SD card. And it was for the price of a 3DS. Coming out October 3rd. So yeah. I mean, we need to buy an XL to play Smash anyway, because playing it on a regular 3DS is impossible.
Well, I can't buy an XL because I'm already planning out my spending as it is for like the next planning out my big purchases.
Yeah,
but here's the thing though. If you are thinking about getting a 3DS and you really are thinking about playing a ridiculous amount of Super Smash Bros. On it, do get an XL because I was playing at E3 and that screen was still about maybe 50%.
It was still way too small.
It was still like 50% too small, and those screens are double the size of a regular 3DS. So I'm trying to imagine what it's like for me to play Smash Bros. On a regular 3DS, which is the one I have.
I mean, like, I'm not buying the 3DS version of that game until I go to a PAX. Because there's no point. Like, I wouldn't enjoy it by myself. And my friends, yeah, they, like, maybe with them, but not enough to be like, I'm gonna play this instead of Pokemon because I'm a dumb jackass. I like Smash. I like Smash a lot. But Smash is meant to be played on a big fucking TV. Like 40 inches or bigger.
But on the go.
But I lived through PlayStation All-Stars on the go. I'm good.
But what about the times when you stand in line?
I'll play Pokemon.
Well, yeah, but that can't be like the only thing.
I got Theater Rhythm.
Well, I'm talking about like playing with other people in the line.
Okay, Mario Kart.
Okay, there's Mario Kart, which at this point is like 2 or 3 years old. Okay,
Animal Crossing.
There's Animal Crossing. Smash Bros is actually a pretty. I'm just hoping that when you stand in line, nobody throws their 3DS on the floor out of sheer rage because they were losing. Like, that would be my concern.
That probably wouldn't happen at a PAX. I don't know about anywhere else.
Because I'm sure Smash Brothers probably caused a few broken controllers at home.
Probably.
At someone's home, but I don't know. Okay.
Alright, well, not much other news beyond that. I mean, we talked about all the news, basically. How long were you recording, Anthony?
Barely an hour.
Great. Is that total, or is that just this segment?
Total.
Great.
Total.
All right.
Well, to be honest, we talked about nothing but Gamescom. So that pretty much is our whole show already.
I got Pinsir and Heracross are coming to our special gifts for Pokemon X and Y. The new Warcraft Warlords of Draenor release date and cinematic are being unveiled on Thursday, but this gets posted Friday. So you're seeing this in the future. And it was probably really cool because they've shown a couple of screenshots, and goddamn it, Blizzard just needs to make a fucking movie already. Yeah, we'll talk about that in depth on the raid, along with Heroes of the Storm's new trailers and whatnot. So on to our questions and comments. Cray T is the first one here, and he says, "Congrats, guys! Have enjoyed the show since the very first."
Thank
you.
Man, can you believe it's actually been like at this point nearly 2.5 years now?
Anthony,
2.5 years.
Yeah, we're old.
I went back and listened. I went back and listened to some old episodes, and for one thing, it feels a bit like a time warp. because for some reason, like the human memory is amazing because it's like you don't remember anything, and then you start listening to the episode, and you're like, "Oh, I remember saying that," and then you start hearing some rumors that were about 50% true, or just kind of muddled to the point, and then and then of course today we know what the actual story was, and it's like, wow, yeah, it's pretty interesting when you go back in time. I listen to that stuff. 10 years from now, we're gonna look back at our first E3 and we'll be like, yeah, we actually taped Kyrie's wrists together to test out a Shark Tank theory.
This is why at the office Bronson, Kyrie, and Bremen are not allowed to have nice things.
Yeah.
No, we just show that to new employees. It's just like, all right, you're 22, 23, 21. You're all interns, but you will eventually be where we are. But on the way there, you're going to do stupid shit. And you're like, wow, it could be dumber than what Bronson and Kyrie do like every day in the office. Well, they were 22, they were even dumber.
Here is some video proof. Beep. We're going to test this idea on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Oh man, honestly, that was just one of those. Wow, we could have somebody in a different car or even a police officer could have seen that and just took it the completely wrong way, and we could have gotten in serious trouble.
All right,
and it wasn't like we were moving that fast either. So any driver there could have like taken some time to just peek over and look for like a good half minute or so.
Yep. So, continuing on with this, Kyotenshi asks, what are your thoughts of Congress having a video game section, let alone finding an unreleased Duke Nukem PSP game? I mean, it was just a lesser port of the DS game.
Wait. Say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, they were working on a Duke Nukem game for the 3DS and PSP. And it came out on, or not 3DS, the regular DS and PSP. And it came out on the DS, PSP version never came out.
An unreleased Duke Nukem PSP game.
Yes.
How did the Library of Congress find that?
Some dude was moving files around, like, for Congress. And he, like, saw this exe file and then fucked around with it and found out what it was.
Wow.
Yep.
That's interesting. Library of Congress is actually a pretty cool it's kind of ridiculous. Basically, I don't even know how big it is, but Library of Congress is like this giant colossal archive of stuff that basically politicians can come in and just like basically look up anything. At least awesome. Look up anything to help educate themselves about whatever issue that they have to vote next on the House or Senate floor and that kind of stuff. It's huge, and it's a big deal.
All right, so moving forward, seeing as how all games must be submitted to the library due to copyright processes, how many canceled titles might be still lost inside? Yeah, you'll get to see a fully finished version of Titan and StarCraft Ghost.
Yeah.
Along with the 7 billion done versions of Duke Nukem Forever that happened before the aborted fetus that came out in 2010.
Oh.
Yeah.
The game was that bad.
Can people tell Bronson is cranky tonight?
Yeah.
Can people
that
tell? That
description was
brutal.
Yeah.
No, I've had a lot of work recently because I've been working with Moondog, which their summer refresh is a great computer. You should all go buy one if you're looking for a desktop. We even ship nationally, and if you mention the Gamer Access, you will get $100 off your order. Which I know it doesn't seem like a lot when you're buying computers that are $3,000 or more, or even computers that are $1,000 or more. But I mean, $100 is $100, right? That's $100 that you could save and put towards a really nice gaming mouse. or like 20 games during a Steam sale. So, like, think about like Anthony. Imagine a Steam sale if you had to spend $100.
Oh wow, you could be walking out with like 70 new games
Yeah, like you would be
that you will never play
like
or finish.
I think about Steam sales, and I'm like, I got Skyrim, Borderlands, and one other game for under $15.
Yeah, it's a lot of value right there.
Yeah.
Honestly, even Skyrim at half off at like $20 or $30 is already still a pretty.
I got it for $250.
Yeah, and that's like Skyrim for $250. And here's the thing: I think Skyrim was overrated, but I still played it for like what 60, 80 hours. I played it for 80 hours.
I dropped a solid 30 into it,
and I played it 80 hours on the wrong system.
Yeah. I played on that same system. Cough. Inferior ports shouldn't be a thing in 2011. Cough, cough. So, his next question is, his PSC has a Kia Tenchi's PC. Oh God, I'm back to doing tech support. My PC has been making 3 silent beeps, fondling with the insides, and Google, I think it might be RAM. Opinions? I had disconnected for about 3 months until now, until I buy 2 or 1. Oh, okay.
That's question number 4. So basically what's happening is that you're turning on your computer, there's a blank screen, nothing's happening, and it just goes beep, 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 and then it stays silent for a little bit.
That's the RAM.
And then it does it again. If you have a Intel processor in there, chances are it's an Intel chipset, and that I think that means RAM. And that usually is solved by if you open up your PC and you take the RAM sticks out and you reinsert them back in. It might solve that problem, because I remember when I first built my PC, it did that when I turned on, and it gave me a heart attack because I had just spent $800 worth of parts on this thing. And to think that I'm going to screwing out my first PC build was terrifying. But then I found out the RAM wasn't put in correctly. And then it happened again when I fixed Bronson.
You can come to Moondog and not have to deal with any of this, and they will build you an expertly crafted computer. Hey, man. Man's got to make a living, okay? I'm obviously obviously joking, but no, I felt like it was a good joke. All right, but for real, that's a RAM issue.
And I remember
on my
when
laptop and on Anthony's PC.
Yeah, like when I was replacing Bronson's keyboard on the M11X he used to have, I didn't put the RAM in quite correctly, and it did that beep too. And thankfully, I recognized it, and we just took the RAM out, reinserted it in to make sure it went in with all the pins or plug, whatever. It was plugged in correctly, and it was fine again. So, yeah.
So, there's that thing. Anyway, his next question is, had it disconnected for about 3 months until I buy 2 or 1 8 gig GDR3 Max. Or 16 gig DDR3 16 megahertz, and recommendations where to buy cheap RAM. And it says 2012 X51. I'm assuming he means an Alienware X51, in which any RAM will be fine, and your best bet is probably Newegg.
Yeah, Newegg is a little more expensive than Amazon, but yeah, Newegg.
Amazon, fine. Go fucking Amazon.
I look. I haven't checked memory prices in a while.
I only know
they used to be ridiculously cheap, like way back when they kind of had an overflow. You could get like 8 gigs of RAM for like $40, but now the prices went back up again because they had to constrain supply to raise prices or something.
I know Moondog's price on RAM, and that's it. So, and even then, I don't have that off the top of my head. So, but I would say Amazon. I'd say Newegg. I would say call me, and I'll get Moondog to hook you up. Let's see. Sucks. I would have bought RAM earlier if I wasn't moving around in time and started beeping, though it did save me from the summer Steam sales. Last question from him is, the Xbox One Sunset bundle is looking mighty fine, though I was planning to get a Wii U this holiday. I would say continue with that plan, unless you own a PS, I don't know if you own a PS4. I think you do. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. But then I would say definitely get a Wii U. That Sunset Overdrive bundle is cool, but there's going to be more bundles with Xbox Ones, and the Wii U is going to have a really strong holiday season versus the Xbox One, where most of its games outside of Halo and Sunset Overdrive and a couple others are going to be on PS4. Dragon Age, Evolve, you know, like, yeah. So I don't know. Like, it's kind of up to you. I think that I will say like that Sunset Overdrive bundle does look really good. Anthony?
Yeah, the Sunset Overdrive X Plus One bundle. Well, first off, you get a pretty unique looking Xbox One, even though it's just colored white, and it's the same price as a Connectless Xbox One, right?
Yeah.
And if you like to try Sunset Overdrive, I think it's a pretty good value.
I mean, Sunset Overdrive looks really good. Like, it's one of the games I'm most excited for this year. Like, it makes me legitimately excited to be owning an Xbox One. So, I mean, take that how you will, of course, but that game, it has that same Saints Row sensibility of just like, wow, video games. And I like that. I like that a lot. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've actually been using my Xbox One a lot recently as like my primary Netflix device because of laziness.
The sheer power of laziness.
No, well, because I mean, it's just like Xbox to fucking on. You know, Xbox turn off. Yes. You know, like, I don't need to. You know, and I mean, with my PlayStation 4, I need to worry about the controller going dead and whatnot. With the PS3, I have to have the. I might fall asleep with the media remote, and then it goes inside my bed, and then I lose it. You know, but like with my Xbox, it's just like Xbox Selection 1, play, and then I just watch the movie. Like it's great.
It's like you're sitting in the movie theater, and you just have a personal dude from the theater just sit there, and you just tell him, "Play me this movie," and he just does.
Yeah. No, like.
Except it's not the computer version.
Yeah, I mean it's really great. Like I love the fact that I don't rent movies that often, but when I do, it's like it's great to be able to go Xbox, Bing, blank. All right, rent the fucking movie. Do I want to charge $7 for my credit card? Sure. All right, watching the movie. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot about that system that makes me want to make it my primary device for stuff. But when it comes to Netflix, it's got it on lock. It used to be the PS3 because of the media remote, and I think that, but no. So we actually forgot about one piece of news. Robin Williams actually recently passed away, and this is sad news. I was a big fan. Anthony, you probably enjoyed at least one or two of his movies, I would assume. He was the genie in Aladdin, for Christ's sake. Who doesn't love Aladdin, right?
Right.
We wish him and his family, we wish his family well. Dude's in a better place. And Blizzard is doing something really cool where, not many people do this. Robin Williams, big Warcraft 3 fan, had a WoW character, was a big fan of the Warcraft series, and he was a PC gamer. He built his own rig and loved toying with it. He was also a big gamer in general. He was in those Zelda commercials for the 3DS when Ocarina of Time came out.
I think he was also in the Skyward Sword one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude was a big gamer, and and what Blizzard is doing is in Warlords of Draenor they're putting an NPC of him in the game. So. Way to be Robin Williams. You were a fucking amazing actor, amazing comedian. It's such a shame world had to lose such a good dude, especially at the relatively young age of 63. Alright, anyway, I think that's about it. We're on iTunes, we're on all that good stuff.
Yep, subscribe to us on iTunes.
YouTube, all that good shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See you next week.
All right.